Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Moorea by the Gipsy Kings, a famous Latin tune from the 90s. Gipsy Kings were a famous band, a Latin band, that were quite popular in the 90s with hits like Bamboleo, Djobi Djoba, Volare, and also some of these instrumental tunes, this one called Moorea. Gipsy Kings are known for playing Spanish-style music, but they weren't actually Spanish, they were from France. But they played in a rumba flamenco style, also called the rumba catalana, which is a fast rumba. Now this piece, Moorea, we're going to be looking at the chord progression, the rumba chord progression, plus the chord riff on top. Basically, the strumming pattern I'm going to be doing is the rumba, as you know probably, is made up of a 3-3-2 pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we start with an A minor. We're going to do 2 patterns worth of A minor. When I do the first beat, I usually play a golpe with the bass note, probably the first 2 bass notes, and that kind of sets up the bass. Then we move to an E7 chord, and that's all great. We're in the key of A minor, we're playing chord 1, chord 5. Then we move to G minor, okay, and then a D7. Now, if we're in A minor, G is usually the chord 7, so you know it's not really related. So it's really just a shift to a G minor, and then the dominant of G minor is D7. Now you can see that I play the D7 as a bar chord, and the reason for that is that next chord is an E flat 7. So we're moving up just 1 fret. And then C minor. Okay, and then we have a F sharp diminished chord. And this is a little harder to strum because we don't really want to play the E string. So I tend to mute that. And I also mute the 5th string. So there's the chord progression. Now let's look at the chord riffs. So you can pluck it or you can strum it. I tend to pluck it with either my top 3 fingers or my PIM. And we start with an A minor chord here up into 8th position. So the rhythm we have is, that remains throughout. So it's worth practicing that. If you want to strum it, and I tend to sort of shorten the note. It sounds better than having all the notes ringing. So if you want to strum it, you would do it like that. If you want to pluck it. So you can notice this melody at the top. Okay, so we played that over the A minor. Okay, then we shift to our E7 by sliding the 3rd finger down to the 9th fret and half barring it. This time the melody is going to go B to C. Then we make the slide again with the 3rd finger and we play our G minor, 6th position. You might notice again that we have the melody now B flat to C. And then we do another slide down to the 5th position to our D7 chord. So we're going 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to move up to E flat, so just shift the whole thing up. 1 fret, but the melody is now 6 to 8, fret 6 to 8. Keep going up, we're going to half bar 8th fret, with the melody now going 8 to 10. And then we add our 3rd finger on 10. This is going to form part of our F sharp diminished chord. Now you could say this is an F7 chord, but in actual fact the bass will be F sharp, which we're not going to play. That's, you know, supported by the chords. And then the final chord is in 10th position, playing 10, 10 and 11, and our melodies 10 to 11. So there it is, the chord progression for Moorea and the chord riff that you can play on top of it. Great fun to jam with another friend, or chuck the chord progression on a loop pedal, or record it. And in future videos we might look at the melody, which is really quite fun as well. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and as I put out weekly videos on Latin guitar styles, pieces and techniques. That's all from me now, and I'll see you next time.